What is up, you guys? You here with Tyrone this week. Welcome to Forever I Love Atlanta Sports podcast. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend to come subscribe to the best podcast in Atlanta, the best podcast in Georgia. What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna come here by myself to talk about the scores of the week. Yo, man. Yeah, now what's up, Knight? Yeah, man, I'm gonna get into Ronald. What's up, Ultra Shadow? How you guys doing today? This afternoon. Um, so I'm excited with the Dream. Friday, they played Connecticut. We lost 84-72. We played Indiana last night. I think we lost again. It's not been a good year for the Dream. Yeah, we lost 79-68. It hasn't been a good year for the Dream. Kennedy Carter was suspended indefinitely by the team for her conduct. So I don't know anything. We don't know any news. Somebody said it was an argument. But some of the players came out and said it wasn't that. I don't know what supposedly happened. We don't know the full story. Um, we don't want to assume here. I'm not going to assume, especially on here. I can assume on off of here, but supposedly there was an argument on the bench or something close to that. But that's kind of sort of bad. I don't know if Don touched on this last week, but college students were allowed to start taking endorsements July 1st. Um, so if you've seen, a lot of guys now have their own websites and they're selling their own merch, they're selling their own products with their name and face on it, because it's now legal. But this is my little spill on it, which I'm gonna get deep into it on Call on Tyrone. It's there. It's bad for the old players. For the guys like Reggie Bush deserves his trophy back. Imagine what Tebow could have did, even though he still came out and was still marketable. Imagine what he could have did in college. Like a lot of these guys, they kind of sort of got this. They're gonna get the short end of the stick because they're not in college anymore, but they've been there for. They were major faces like Percy Harvin, like all of those guys were like. There's a lot of guys that could have benefited from that while they were in school. So I'll get more into it, on my show. But Braves are now 44-45. We did lose again. We got back to 44-44 and then lost again. So on the fifth we played the Pirates. We lost 11-1. That was just embarrassing. We lost to the Pirates again 2-1. The Braves, we beat them the 7th 14-3. Then we 5-0 the Marlins. We 5-4 the Marlins on the 10th, and then the 11th. Yesterday we lost 7-3. And I'm gonna talk about Acuna now. To see him sit on that field and cry the way he did was not, it wasn't something you wanted to see. That was bad to watch. That hurt to watch more than it was bad to watch because I watched it live when it happened, and my first reaction when he grabbed his knee, I was like, oh God, it was bad. And I hadn't been watching and it was sad because I hadn't been watching baseball games like that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch the Braves. I want to see what Acuna's gonna do. And then, he falls on that dirt, which it's not an outside field, so it's probably concrete underneath. So he really landed really really hard on that knee. It was bad though. It was depressing to really figure out. Then when they came out with the report, it was his ACL. I think that hurt even more. Really and truly, it really. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that token. I'm gonna get to that when I get to Falcons, but I just want to talk about we've had we got Julio getting traded wasn't as bad as losing Acuna and losing Trey on the way to the finals. That was probably the worst. Those two were the worst feelings I think I've ever felt because we had to push. We got to make a push, and now we don't have Acuna to make that push. I don't know, man. I don't know how we're gonna, it's gonna be tough. And people are talking about trade Freddie Freeman, and I don't get that anyway. So that's gonna be Um, this is just gonna it's getting a lot more. It's getting scarier. The injury is serious when you see a player interior. Oh yeah, Keanu was horrible, bro. Who else? Who's the one that tore their Achilles while they were playing? They started crying. When you see a player in tears, you see. Like when I saw him crying, that's when I knew he couldn't walk. That's what really scared me. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just hyperextended his knee. Like it just buckled really hard and it hurt him. He started walking on it. And it was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Then he just fell, and I was like, no, please not, no, no, no. I was like, maybe he can, get back and maybe just have a sore knee. He hasn't scheduled his surgery yet. I don't know if he's He said he's gonna go to Colorado anyway, so he's still gonna go up to All-Star Weekend. You probably rather him go, play. He'd rather him go get surgery, but he knows what he said he knows his fans, and the fans are the only reason he's there. So he basically so he really wants to just talk about he wants to go up there and say hello to his fans, and just say, just talk to them. But this is hard to watch, man. It was really hard. Braves can't catch a break. We can't get over 500, and now we losing him. Like, yeah, and then who's guard, and this is the bad part because Darno was supposed to be coming back. Uskar and Noah is supposed to be coming back. Tuki's looking amazing in AAA, and we brought out Arcia because he was doing great in AAA. We got Drew Waters, and we still got to figure out that outfield thing. If anything, I say bring up either Harris or Waters and let them see what they can do because they're both in our rising stars. But man, this is bad. Like and I know we got Arcia out there playing. Now we're missing a whole nother outfielder. This is my thing. What's up, Michael? What's going on? We just aren't. We aren't, man. I don't know, man. I don't man. It's like we were supposed to be destined. Like we were one win away from the World Series, and now half the team is hurt. And we didn't do that much in free agency. So you got to pull a trigger and find somebody that wants to come. Like if we get Sterling Marte, I'm fine with that. Just somebody has to come in and be an outfielder for us, and we got to get a good one because we really don't need any infield positions. Let's think about it. Unless we get rid of Freddie, we have no need for infield. We need outfield. We got Heredia out there. We got RC out there. We had Acuna out there. Now Acuna's gone. So now I don't even know who's an outfield after Acuna. So after those three guys. So I don't know what you do there. I really don't. I don't know what we do there. Hey, Miss Maggie. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the Braves do at this point because this is. If anybody knows more baseball stuff, y'all tell me what y'all think we should do. But my solution was getting Drew Waters or getting Michael Harris ready. That was my solution. Was getting one of those two ready. I really think that's what they need. They got to pull a trigger, and I think AA does not want to pull the trigger. That's why I want him to pull a trigger and give us some and get a trade for somebody or something. Yeah. Did we barely did anything for it because Liberty made it? Yeah, really. There's some players from last year we could have brought back, like Adam Duvall, Bro, if we would have brought them back, we probably would have still been where we would have been better. We probably would have been at the same type of pace as last year. Now, what we would have done with we probably could have gotten rid of, and I don't want to say it, but now he's actually gone. Oh my God, y'all know who I'm about to say. Oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Ozuna. We could have actually let Ozuna walk. If that would have been the case, we could have let Ozuna. If we would have brought Adam Duvall back and then we would have kept Mark, we could have let Ozuna walk. But we kept Ozuna, and we let Adam Duvall, and he's been killing us in Miami. Every time we play Miami, it feels like he hit a home run on us. And then Mark is over in San Diego with the what do they call Slam Diego Padres, and they're one of the top teams in the West. Like, and it's not like we're at a bad pace because the you look at the Dodgers, they're not really winning at the same pace as well as us. So it's not like we're behind schedule. But I would have rather us had a better first half of the season because now we're gonna have to push into the second half after All-Star break. Also we had the MLB draft was last night. Drafted a guy by the name of Kusick from I think he's from Wake Forest. He's a strong arm pitcher. Um actually he Ryan Kusick, right hand pitcher, he's really bad. I'm not going the Braves had to make a run after the break. We have to. We have to. If we don't win the division, we still have to make a run to make the playoffs. Um. So yeah, that's the worst part about it. Um. Yeah, this year you can't really fault Snit, and we were blaming Snit when we were healthy, which is still like some healthy things. It was still like Snit, what are you doing? But now it's just like we just had injury at like now we've had like I think they said we've had like 4 or 5 catchers. I was like, yo, this is it's just getting bad. Like it's just gotten worse and worse. Um but yeah, we selected Ryan Kusick in the first round with the 24th pick. I think they said his fastball topped off at 120 or something. I mean, not 120, 102. That was at top speed though. I think he bottoms at like 91, 92, and then his top in game was like 96, 97, which we need pitching. That's what we need. Round two through I think through 10 is today. So yeah, that's we're basically gonna have to go through. I want to say Kumar Rocker dropped really bad, and it wasn't funny. Let me not say it was funny, but he did draw it. The guy they drafted could be a closer. He wants to be, and I we were saying that everybody was like, well, because when they like Passan asked him, he was like, yeah. So what are you a starter? Or are you gonna work a reliever? He was like, I want to start. So I don't know if he's really gonna start, but he said he wants to start. I don't want him to come in with the Tukey attitude where he thinks he needs to start. But definitely I want to see him grow. I want to see what he does. I'm gonna definitely watch when he gets to pitching and see what he can do. He probably won't make the spring squad. If he makes the spring squad, we'll definitely have to watch then. Getting a little bit in the foot, going back to we go to soccer real quick. Atlanta United, they lost Thursday 2-2. They went off. They lost of a red because of a red card. It's so stupid. Falcons. Of course, you guys know the whole Barcavius Mingo thing happened. If you don't know, Barcavius Mingo's contract has been terminated with the Atlanta Falcons. He was arrested on sexual child indecency or something like that. His lawyer saying that the case is false and all of it is false, but the Falcons don't want anything a part of it to be anywhere around it, so we have terminated his contract, which I don't blame him. We've already had an eventful off season with Julio and all that stuff, so there's no need to bring more drama to the team. Now we got to look into going somewhere and get another pass rusher. I think everybody's choice would be Houston. But it's a couple of more low budgeted guys I think we could probably grab. We still have $8 million in cap space. He might have went up to 9, cutting him 9 or 10, cutting him. So I would expect us to go get. I would definitely expect us to go get somebody to take his spot, which we need. So going into basketball, this is gonna be our last topic. Going into basketball, Nate McMillan was announced as our head coach this last week. They're saying the JC contract will not happen until August. We won't get to, hear a lot about it till August. That's going into next season summer league. Probably after draft, we'll start hearing more about it. And then our summer league roster, of course, Cam Reddish, Skylar Mays, and Nathan Knight. I am going to watch almost every summer league game if I can. That is going to be, and then whoever we add, We're gonna have our draft show tonight at 9. If anybody wants, if you, of course, you guys, of course, will be in there. But we will have our Hawks draft talk, and we'll talk about Nate McMillan, the whole discussion. Basically, our Hawks show for the week. So yeah, definitely, you guys come in and listen to us because I definitely want to talk about who we're drafting. I don't. I don't want to say that. I don't want to. I'm not speculating. I'm definitely gonna talk about it tonight. Um, I like Kai Jones out of Texas. Um, but I think we're taking a guard. That's in my opinion. Um, I think he turns. I think we get a guard to be behind Trey. As much as we like BG, I think we go draft the guard. I think BG walks too. Um, as much as I love him here in Atlanta, I think he walks. Um, but I'm definitely gonna be. It's definitely gonna be a scenario. Um, Jared Butler or Trey Man. If Book Knight drops anywhere near close to us, I think we take James Book Knight. Definitely, or we can take the Bones Highland, but he's more of a forward than a guard. Jared, but yeah. So you come in tonight. I think we said we're gonna do it tonight at 9. Definitely gonna talk about draft stuff. We definitely gonna sit down, give you a lot of information about who we think we should take. Um, Definitely want you guys in there and talk about it with us. I think that's all I have this week. There's not a lot of not a lot of other sports going on. Um, our rugby team I think won. I forgot ATL rugby. Um, I think we won this week. We're going into the playoffs for rugby. If you guys don't know, we do have a rugby team. We're going into the playoff. We're getting the playoffs pretty soon. Um, so please, if you guys follow rugby or anything, just know that we will be getting into. We're in league, I think 20 this week or league something. Getting in. Yeah. Yeah, we won 41-31. We beat the Utah Warriors. So definitely, you guys, we've been on a good winning. We've won 3 in a row. Hopefully we finish 4-0. We're number 1 in the East already. So hopefully, we'll have our I don't know how we, get to it playoffs wise. I don't know how they're doing it. But they play at Life University. Oh, I think no, we actually we dropped. I don't know what team this is. Oh well, that's on the West Coast. We're still number 1 in the East Coast. We're 11-4. Number 1 in the East Coast. I can't think of this. We're number 2 all around in the standings. So we probably will have home field advantage. They play at Life University. I don't know if you guys know what that's at, but they play at Life University. It's been pretty cool to watch us have our own rugby team. So, any other sports you guys want us to cover, make sure you hit us up and talk to us about what you want us to cover. But with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming and talking to me. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out. Peace.